1966, November 12th, 5 graveyard workers witness this man with wings fly over their heads. 3 days later, Roger Scarberry, his wife and 3 others are driving along a road when the same creature flies down into the middle of the road, standing there with its wings spread, covered in black fur, red eyes, 7 feet tall. They then turn around and drive up the road trying to escape it. It's flying alongside them, keeping close, stalking them almost. They get to Mason County Court and they let the sheriff know. The sheriff comes out, looks around, not there. Do we know what this is yet? So this is the legend of the Mothman from Point Pleasant in West Virginia. We've all seen this picture here. Now that picture has this Mothman on the side of this bridge, the Silver Bridge it's called, which connects Ohio and West Virginia. Now in 1967, on December 15th, that bridge collapsed. Sadly, 46 people lost their lives and 2 are still currently missing from that 46. And the Mothman was there. People believe that he is either came down from wherever to spread the awareness that something bad is going to happen. That's why he was there. Others believe he caused it. But what is the Mothman? So after those 2 sightings in November, people got the pitchforks, the fires, and they went out looking for this Mothman, wanting to track him down and kill it, because they don't want this kind of cryptid creature knocking about their little town where nothing ever goes wrong. But they never found him. The Mothman is believed to be multiple things. Whereas other people think it's a mutated sandhill crane, others believe it's just an owl. But that mutated sandhill crane is believed because where it's usually seen in this forest in Point Pleasant and a wildlife park, that next to that was an old base for World War II weapons, and in there was a bunker, and there was some sort of liquid that leaked out into the streams of the wildlife. So maybe the crane was eating some fish like a superhero, but instead became this Mothman. So you can see where my mind is with this one already. But people love it. Every 3rd weekend in September every year since 2002 they have a Mothman festival. There's Mothman shops, Mothman cafes, because the people in this Point Pleasant love it. They've got some culture there, something to go for. But let's go back to that bridge calamity. So it's 1967 and this bridge collapses and this picture is taken with the Mothman on the side of the building. And that was it. By that I mean he was never seen again. This disaster happens and the Mothman goes. No one knows why, but from then to now there's been nothing really about the Mothman, just this 12-foot silver statue that's in Point Pleasant at his festival and the cafes. That's all there is left of him. Until these pictures were taken. Now these were snapped on November 21st, 2016, when a man who refused to be known and didn't do any interviews or anything, but I found this on this website here, which is Eyewitness News Fox at 11. Now everyone knows of the Mothman in the area, and there's been loads of eyewitness sightings of him, but nothing solid. Until this guy comes along. He'd only been living there a bit, and he's seen this Mothman go from tree to tree. And apparently he doesn't flap his wings, he just takes off and then away. Kind of like Iron Man. But imagine if Iron Man had wings. And that's apparently how he does it. He gives the laws of physics. So these pictures have been snapped, and he said they're not tampered with. He's pulled over and took them with his phone. 2016, cameras were better. So he's pulled over because he's seen it dotting from tree to tree. Snapped 2 pictures. Now this picture I'm showing, I'll put it there, I think it's pretty good. You can see its legs. It looks similar to everything that everyone's described. Black with wings, can't see the eyes, but pretty decent picture. However, I'm calling, you can even smell it, bullshit on all these. I don't believe it, personally. I don't know what it could be, I don't know what people could confuse it with, but I feel as though a genuine Mothman living in West Virginia, in Chicago, just isn't likely whatsoever. I feel as though there's not enough solid evidence either with this one, and the fact that they've got festivals and all sorts, even to do with Bigfoot, and there's enthusiasts and there's cafes and merch and all sorts of this Mothman. I'd love it to be real, but just when you think about it, if someone would come up to you and say, yeah, there's a Mothman living in the nearest town to me, give over, I'm day off. You wouldn't believe them at all. I don't know what he eats, there's no like footprints, DNA. I don't even know if it's a kind of one where there's like science going into it, where it is literally just a myth, because I couldn't find any kind of science information. While I'm editing this now, did you find any more, Kingle? Well, he answered it there for you. There's nothing. I feel as though it's just a nice little town that's Chinese whispered its way to some sort of culture, and that's fine. A nice little festival in September for them. A nice little story to scare the kids, like the Candyman, the Boogeyman, Slender Man, the Iron Man, all those kind of people. Nice little made up stories, just to get a bit of culture and some fear factor into where you live, which is cool. But for me, looking at the evidence in the pictures, even though the pictures seem genuine, he didn't want an interview or anything, did he? And I'm waffling again because it's what I like to do. So if you like this video, please check this one out, like and subscribe, and follow me on my journey to discovering paranormal events and sightings that are beyond my belief.